Hey there, it's Samcrac. Got pizza car number 1 right over there, pizza car number 2 off in the distance over there. And what you saw in the thumbnail was neither one of these cars. I tried to buy another one. You know, all these guys are like, for those of you new to my channel, let me tell you about this car that I've told you about 25,000 times. So this is my DXP delivery car. And actually, I don't know that I can call it that. If I beeped it out, I can't say it. And if I said it, well, that's good. We'll take care of all that in post. I'm not sure. Anyway, you guys likely know what this is. If you don't, I'll link a playlist down below. This is one of the first cars that we completely rebuilt here on the channel. And, well, it just had some of a following. There was a little bit of drama to go along with that. But this is basically, I think, as mint of an example DXP car you will see. This car only has 2,000 original miles on it, and while I say it's mint, the only thing that doesn't work on it is right there. That's a gear to the blend door. So it actually has a charged AC system, but doesn't blow cold air. Of course, the coolest thing about the DXP car is the warming oven door, which would open if the battery wasn't dead. Hold on, I'll take care of that in 2 seconds. All right, best part, hit the button, door pops open, and inside is your pizza that is kept warm. I've actually had a lot of questions, a lot of emails regarding the DXP car, wondering if there was an update, wondering if I had to get rid of it. The car is clearly still here. I still own it, and there's really nothing major that's happened outside what I've shown you in all the past videos. But I am trying to get something done with this car, and it's possibly something that someone out there watching could help me with. Now hear me out. You guys might think I'm crazy after you hear what I say, but I want this car to go to a museum. And I say museum. I don't want it next to some war relics. I want it in an automotive museum or an automotive collection where other people can see it and experience it. There's enough footage of me rebuilding it. Again, it's got a story to it. This is a really clean example if it's actually cleaned up. I believe that it shouldn't just be for me to look at every single day in the garage. Now, to give you a similar example, the Henry Ford Museum in Michigan, they've got an Oscar Mayer Wienermobile. Why couldn't that be parked next to the Oscar Mayer Wienermobile? By the way, if an Oscar Mayer Wienermobile ever becomes available at a salvage auction or becomes available near you somewhere, I don't care where it is, just let me know. If it's out of the country, I'll fly to buy an Oscar Mayer Wienermobile. I wake up every single day and see the DXP car, and it makes me really happy. You guys might think I'm crazy, but look, my RS7 is right here, and I assure you, as long as it's within my power, the RS7 will be sold way before the DXP car ever gets sold. I don't ever plan on selling this car. I'm going to sell this car eventually. Probably won't sell this car for a long time, but never, ever, ever this car. Now, if it wasn't clear enough that I had an affinity for pizza cars, well, my second one is back here, but I will be honest, I don't really care for this one nearly as much as I do the first one. This one is really dirty, really gross. I mean, look at it. It hasn't even been touched or looked at in the last, I don't even want to guess, months, several months. But it still does have the signature piece, which is really important. It does have the interior, and it's filthy dirty. This car's never, ever been cleaned. And apparently, some ants decided to make it their home. I mean, yeah, I'm sorry guys, you probably think I'm a pig, but this car kind of came like this, and I just never really cared past rebuilding it to clean it up and do anything with it. But that might change. I feel like this car, like I've said in the past, is a blank canvas. It's too cheap for me just to give up, and with only 20,000 miles, I do believe it could be turned into something. But really, I mean, look at this. This is crazy. So there's your pizza car 1 and 2 updates, but this video really isn't about either of those cars. It's about the third mysterious pizza car that's sitting at a junkyard. This pizza car appears to be in mint condition, and I tried to buy it, but they just weren't having it. And unfortunately for it, I don't think it's gonna make it out alive. Now, before I get into the details of the Junkyard DXP, gotta give a huge thanks to the guys over at Baumfeld for sponsoring this video. I don't know about you guys, but I have absolutely no time to go clothing shopping. And if I send my significant other to do so, I end up looking like Russell Brand in that scene from Forgetting Sarah Marshall.
Ultimately, yeah, that is... Oh no! Not the shirt! Oh, take my eyes, but not the shirt.
Lucky for me, I don't have any of those issues anymore because of Baumfeld. Baumfeld is the new school way to get your clothing shopping done online super quick and super simple. When you get on their site, you just fill out a quick questionnaire letting them know your size, your style, and your budget. You're then assigned a personal stylist who will pick out your new wardrobe. From there, you'll get a preview of your wardrobe. You can decide to swap out items that you don't like for items that you do like. You can add more items, take away items, really customize it the way you want it. Once you're set on the wardrobe, it ships directly to your doorstep, and you have 7 whole days to try everything on. Make sure you really like it, and the more you keep, the more you save. In this case, I got this button-down shirt, I've got the t-shirt on underneath it, and these jeans which fit absolutely amazing. I was really surprised that I could get this good fitting of jeans from just filling out a questionnaire online. And if you keep 3 items, you save 15%. If you keep 4 items, it's 20%. Bombfell assures that you will never pay over retail for your new clothes. I really appreciate how simple, easy, and effective Bombfell is, and I think you will too. So if you head on over to bombfell.com/Samcrac, or just click my link in the description box below, you'll save $25 off your first order. I'm gonna give a huge thanks to Bombfell for supporting the channel, and also for providing a great service for guys like me that just don't have time to go shopping. This story starts with a simple email. I received 2 photos of a DXP car in what appears to be a junkyard, and a simple message like, hey, we saw a pizza car, we thought we'd show you. I took a closer look at the pizza car, obviously with the writing on the window of it and the car surrounding it, the gravel road. It's clear that this car was in a parts recycling facility. It could be a salvage auction, but I've bought enough cars at Copart and IAA to know that the writing is not consistent with the salvage auction, so this car was not at a salvage auction. I replied to that email and I asked the person, hey, if you have any more information about the car, or maybe you could just tell me where you found it, that'd be great. They replied back with 2 more photos, much closer up, and at first I thought maybe the opposite side of the car was damaged, why it was at a parts recycling facility, but when I saw these closer up photos, it really made me realize how perfect this car is in condition. The only thing that's visible here is the fact that the topper has the stickers peeling off it, and that's not a big deal. A lot of these cars that went to salvage auction, the toppers were removed from them. Now with the additional photos, the person also emailed me the location of the car, and well, I can't tell you exactly where it was. I can tell you that the car clearly has Texas plates on it, so it could very well have been in Texas. With the Texas plates, it made me realize that this car probably was a flood car. I'm not positive about that. I don't know that this car actually had any damage on it. But anyway, with the physical condition of the car, I'm still highly interested in it. So I give the place a call that has the car right now, and I say, hey, there's a car there and I want to buy the entire car. The response was, you can't buy the entire car. We don't sell an entire car. Now, could there be some sort of contractual issue? Very well could be, but a lot of these parts recycling facilities buy cars to break them down, sell the parts, and then scrap what's left in hopes to making 50 to 100% plus on top of what they paid for the car. So a car like this in this sort of condition, let's say that it was completely flooded. Well, maybe it's a couple $1,000s at best, probably less than the flooded Chevy Spark I bought at $1,500 because it's so heavily modified. A parts recycling facility can't sell as many parts off of it. But hey, I'm crazy enough. Maybe I'll pay $4 to $5 grand for this car. Just give me the opportunity to do so. So anyway, they wouldn't sell me the car. I said, well, hey, how about some parts off? And they said, well, we sell parts. What do you want? And I immediately started in with all the custom parts. Can I get the front grille? How about the wheel caps? How about the emblems that are around it? How about that warming oven door? The warming oven door contains a bunch of different pieces, electronic pieces and hinges, things that are really proprietary to the car, and it would be great to have spares of in case mine fail. The second I asked for that, it was like, are you kidding me? We don't inventory any of those parts. Most parts recycling facilities use an inventory system based off of a website called Car-Part. And this website has all the different facilities, what parts they have based on their inventory of cars, and where they're located, all that sort of detail. But say that you're looking for an obscure part. Like these right here. These are all underliners for my Audi RS7. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 6 out of the 7 of these liners I purchased at the dealership, simply because there's no inventory in the master system for underbody liners. At least not right front underbody liner, right rear underbody liner, whatever these all are. And that left me to basically go to the dealer and buy all of these at $100 to $200 a pop. Do the math. these were over $1,000 in total. I tend to believe that these bigger parts recycling facilities would spend more time inventorying small parts than it's worth for them. And that's why they simply just don't do it, even though there's a good amount of money to be had in these parts. And I'm pretty sure this is the reason why I couldn't buy parts like that front custom grille or, of course, the warming oven door. So no car and no parts, and it's really unfortunate. At this point, I don't know what the status of this car is. Maybe you guys do. If you do know something more about this one, definitely let me know in the comment section below. However, I have a bad feeling that this car is probably going to be or has already been dismantled and will just be turned into scrap completely, which is really sad because this is a piece of Americana, or will at least become a piece of Americana. That's unfortunate I can't have the third pizza car because I still have the donor car. There's about 3/4 of a car left here. I've picked apart some of the interior, a lot of the front end, but if it came to a flood situation where I needed a lot of electronic components, this has it. Even though this car was in a flood, that's the reason it was totaled out and deemed a certificate of destruction title by the insurance company, the water only came up to like right there, maybe a little bit higher, maybe like right there. Everything worked 100% in it. If I didn't grab the suspension from this corner, I bet you could still drive it today. At this point, I think we have pretty conclusive evidence that somebody out there is controlling the supply of pizza cars. And well, it's to be expected. It's highly unlikely I will obtain any more pizza cars. And I think that's a good thing for both of us because it keeps us more interested in more interesting projects like the Focus RS, the Audi RS7, and of course, the upcoming supercar rebuild project. Well guys, I hope you enjoyed this pizza car update and the story of the junkyard pizza car. If you did, be sure to give this video a like. I really want to thank Bombfelt for being a sponsor of the channel, and I want to thank each and every one of you for your time today watching this video. Until then, make sure you eat good pizza, drive fun cars, and I will catch you very soon. Especially because I still have the donor car, which has a ton of usable parts, and I just noticed it has a wasp nest right there. Can you guys see it? There it is. These guys are looking me right in the eye.